yeah, we here with part 3, y'all. If y'all ain't tapping a part 2 or part 1 yet, come tapping, go tapping in them videos. You feel what I'm saying? Let's dive into this one and see what these gangsters talk about, gang. Let's get it. Yes, Lord.
Are we definitely good?
Yeah, we good. Don't win it. They finna put out the win.
You know you good, cause you would've heard some shit go out.
You good.
Yeah, you good?
If they was out, they would've been shot by now. They would've shot it over.
Hell no.
Is this interview safe to do?
You good. Keep on.
We got our word, everything.
I know how to prank it like that.
We on the front street, man. We got this.
They finna put out the
You
win.
know you good, cause you would've heard some shit go out.
You good. If they was out, they would've been shot by now. They would've shot it over.
Hell no.
Is this interview safe to do?
You good. Keep on.
Why the fuck it go back?
Hey, bro, the way they was got them cars.
Yeah, you good.
We got our word.
He look scared as hell.
You good?
Good, man.
He's scared as hell.
Take a deep breath, man.
Oh, the guys, he's scared as hell.
Like the military.
The military.
Shit, you spook.
Corleone Mafia.
They move like the military.
He looking around. He's scared
I'm
as
a bit
hell.
nervous, bro.
Stay dangerous, though.
They say it's the most dangerous you been
Man,
in.
they just see the camera, man. Trying to see what's going on.
All the hoods you been in, this is dangerous one.
This is definitely that. Yeah, this is the most.
This is really
I'm
dangerous one.
This
dead.
is definitely the most uncomfortable I felt.
Oh my God.
You good, though, man. You good. Keep rolling, man.
You wanna hold it down?
Oh, no.
He said you wanna hold the pipe.
No.
I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. Hey, they wildin'.
Give him a strap, bro.
Nah, no, fella.
One ever did that in Greenville. Go from side to side without a strap. First one ever did that.
Then you got that rich hands on. Foster boy gave you that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Foster, man. My boy.
You know, bro, what's the name?
Hey, they wild as hell. I ain't even
Where
gonna
are we
lie.
at the moment, Foster?
You in Greenville, Mississippi, man. The heart of the Delta.
And what's this area known for?
This the east side of Greenville. The east side of all this, Alexander, all the way to King, stop up here. On back, it's east side.
The reason I'm here is because I've heard it's potentially one of the most violent cities in the whole of America.
Don't believe that. You know, it's violent, but it's violent everywhere. What's going on here is going on everywhere, man. And like I said, it's just from lack of opportunities. You know, ain't no resources here.
Oh, God.
So the younger generation, when they don't have nothing to do, you know what they resort to. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, lack of opportunities. If we had opportunity, we wouldn't do all this violence.
Damn, they hit different.
But just go looking at statistics. Mississippi as a state is ranked #1 when it comes to murders per capita. Why do you think that would be? Resources again?
Resources. If I was a plumber, if I was, you know, anybody that had a trade, I would give some of them a job so they wouldn't have to worry about the money. That's what's going on. They need something to do. And this is in every county in Mississippi.
That's here right across the world,
Since
guys.
you've lived in Greenville, would you say you enjoy living here?
I wouldn't say I enjoy it, but it's home. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that need to be done to fix the situation, but it's home, man. It made us who we are.
Do you think the situation's getting better or worse?
I can't even comment on it because I don't even see the progress, you know.
Damn.
Literally. You know, so basically, man, we just have to create our own, you know, business endeavors. I have a clothing brand, he has a clothing brand, and man, we just trying to make it the best way we can.
Hell yeah.
It's
I
racing.
can't lie. I can't lie. I can't wait to drop my clothing brand, bro. That motherfucker finna be hard.
So the problem with Mississippi?
No, I don't think so. I don't experience it here. Not in Greenville. We don't experience it like that.
But you know what, bro? You say you don't experience it, but look at your living conditions.
Yeah.
So maybe racism isn't directly in front of your face.
It's systematic. Yeah. Yeah, we all know. It's systematic. You know, and to be honest, we can't do nothing about it at this point.
Damn.
We got to make the best way out of no way.
That's powerful, bro.
Yeah, we got to make the best way out of no way. You can drop somebody from Greenville, Mississippi off in Alaska, and they would survive.
What the hell?
Do you think
What the
Alaska
hell?
would survive in Greenville?
No.
No.
You have to be from here to know how to adapt to what's going on.
That's
It's a
crazy.
different, it's like going back in time, for real. So if you're not from here, man, just keep it moving.
I hear it.
That's crazy.
And in Mississippi as a state as well, Uncle, do you reckon there's a lot of racism within the state?
Racism? Yes. Yes, it's a whole lot of racism. It's been like that. You know, it's just that you see it, they wearing uniforms now.
Right.
You know.
Right. So
They ain't
saying the
just
police.
wearing, coming up to you no more. But they wearing uniform and they're holding positions, you know, but it's still racism.
And Uncle, have you ever experienced racism within Mississippi?
Hell yeah.
Is there any instances that I guess you'll just never forget or an experience?
Yes, well, I can tell you about a time when I was riding and the police wanted to stop me, but I didn't stop. I came all the way home, parked in front of my house, and the white man jumped out, you know, with all that chatter. So it was a black guy with him. I said, "Hold up, man, I want to talk to you. You violent. Officer, what did I do wrong?"
Right.
He said, well, he told me what I did wrong. I said, well, give me a ticket then, let me go on. No, he wanted to grab me. I pulled back from him.
Damn.
He said, well, we taking you to jail. We taking you to jail. So I talked to the black guy. I mean, and he said, well, no, we gonna let him go. Just give him a ticket. Just give him a ticket. Just give him a ticket.
No motherfucking shit, man.
Who the hell was that?
See, now this the hood.
Yeah, they doing it. You
This the hood.
Oh God, this the he get over there.
Come on.
man. What y'all want to hear? The best? Yeah.
Come on.
We need you. Come on.
John, come on, John.
What you talking about up there, man?
Come on, I'm talking.
Hey, he just came up out of nowhere, bro. What the hell?
I'm answering questions to the max.
He hopping out.
They want to know about Jesse.
Hey, he
Yeah.
funny as hell.
It's old school shit. Some of this real shit.
Is the pimpin' real then?
Shit, man. People don't stop.
He said, "People don't stop."
Bang. You gonna get it like that. Hey, best in the world. I'm with her. What's happening with you? What's happening? How you doing?
Nice
Hey,
to
how y'all jumping on? What's happening with you?
I'm good.
Oh man, you in the hood. Georgetown now. Y'all already know that. Racism
Is it still a problem today?
in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
He a clown, bro.
They gonna tell you.
They ain't gonna change.
They just wearing uniforms and holding positions, ain't it?
Yeah, it's still here, but you
Yeah.
know, you can adjust to it when you see it. You know, you can adjust to it.
And have you ever experienced first-hand racism yourself in Mississippi?
Hell yeah, man, I'm damn near 60 years old.
I'm not laughing because he experienced it. The way he just, hell yeah. What the fuck? Hey, this
I'm
dude funny, bro.
67. I'm 67, and I had seen plenty of.
That shit crazy, bro.
What is the worst thing you've seen in regards to racism that you can speak on?
No.
He said the worst thing you have seen that you can speak on.
When it comes to racism within Mississippi?
Racism. I tell you what, I remember when downtown, right down there at the Capitol building, it was white only water fountains and blacks
What the
on the
hell?
outside. Wasn't no toilets. Whites could go all over.
That's weird,
But we
man.
couldn't.
That shit
You
crazy,
know,
bro.
that was in the days. You know, it's still the same, really. You know
Hell
what I'm saying?
no.
They just took the water fountain up. You know what I'm saying? So it's still there.
It ain't even your
Man,
white against
hell no.
black no more. Shit. Whites want to be black. Whites want to fuck with the blacks.
Oh God, they do. They
Like,
want, bro. I swear to God, I hate. No disrespect to the white boys or the white little ladies. The people when they try to, when the white people they try to act gangster like they hood or something, like me for example. Like, I know I'm not black. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of people say I always try to act black and this and that. Like, nah, I'm just am the way because the environment I grew up in. But some motherfuckers, they be coming from the suburbs, right? And they be trying to come to the hood, catch bodies, start beef. They be trying to do the goddamn most. I don't know what they be doing, bro. They be tweaking, gang. And they family got money, parents got money, they get whatever they want, cars, clothes, this and that. Like, what the hell is you out here? What the fuck you doing? Hey, that should be crazy though, man. This is my advice to everybody, gang. Be yourself, bro. And most people are scared to be themselves, and they tend to blend into the people around their environment and act like them to get validation and have friends and this and that, man, be yourself, gang. There's somebody that's like you somewhere in this world, bro. And you gonna click over them and you eventually gonna meet them. But until then, be yourself, bro. Don't try to be something you not. Because when you something you not, you gonna get into a situation that you ain't really ready for, and you'll get a result that you really don't want on God, bro.
They don't want to be around us right now. We got yet want to be around us right now.
That's
Shit,
crazy.
them whites staying together. Some blacks ain't staying together.
And bro, is
That's
racism still a problem today in Mississippi?
But it is more subliminal.
Give me an example.
Meaning, I can go in a place and apply for a job or apply for a house.
Right.
I get turned down. Or the same person go in there, they make it. I done seen that.
Wow.
So it's more subliminal. But as I was raised, I was born in Edwardsville, Illinois, about 20 miles, 18 miles across the bridge from St. Louis, but I got sent to Mississippi, Greenville, Mississippi, when I was 6 months old, because Allah wanted me to come up in the South. And so it's not what somebody tell me. It's what I, experienced of life. And so I thank God that I've been able to meet angels of God.
Did you experience any racism growing up in Greenville?
I'm gonna tell you just like it is. There were times I was in school, and I know the teacher was picking over me
Damn, bro.
to choose somebody else.
That's messed up.
Because of color preference. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Most of the people that I've known, they haven't been prejudiced. If you act like a human being,
Right.
I would treat you as a human being. But if you act like a snake, I got to deal with you like a snake.
Hey, people be crazy.
Against being white. Do you think racism in Mississippi is still an issue?
Not as much as it used to be at all. But I think there's still some tension because both groups feel like there's still a problem, but I don't think it's a true problem. And that's my opinion.
That's terrible, bro. I ain't gonna lie, there ain't no reason for that, bro. Like, we all the same. We all just trying to grind, get up out the trenches, get this money, take care of our families, handle our business, gang. Color don't mean nothing, bro. I never got that shit, and I never will get that shit. I swear to God. Like,
Do y'all agree that racism isn't a problem, but it's more of a problem because both groups think it is?
Yeah, it's more of a problem because they won't let it go.
They won't let it go.
They hold on to it and just won't let it go. I mean, I would say the majority of white people aren't racist.
Right.
But they just hold on to it. They can't let the history of it go.
No.
I think it's your money older.
And I think it's passed down too.
Yeah.
Definitely passed down.
Yeah.
From
Generation.
generation.
And bro, do you think Mississippi is racist as a state?
Greenville, Mississippi. Hey, listen, bro. I done rush down, goddamn me, every time. Bro, I don't really come in contact with no race shit, bro. I come in contact with that paper. I come in contact with no race shit.
But that was a little bit before their time. See, we ran into that shit, but that was a little bit before their time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You know, whites and black mingle now. We all right.
We have definitely come a long way and made some strides, but there's still some institutional racism and some social engineering that goes on.
Can you give me examples of things that you're aware of?
It's just, look, if you look around, there's no way our city should look like this. And everybody in Greenville is not poor.
Right.
And so if our leaders are we're not in this institution of racism or generational things, I believe this city will be better as a whole. I think that we've been under this cloud of racism for so long. Mississippi is the most southern state in the world, if you ask me. And the hidden hand racism is no longer hidden. You have people who's blatantly blocking. We have black business owners, but we still know that because most of the banks are owned by white people and white institutions, it's still so hard for Black business owners to move forward and get the funding they need to sustain their businesses. So
hell no.
In so many ways, racism is still prevalent here in Greenville, and we have to be mindful of that. But my heart is so compelled to have Mississippi be better, because we used to have to worry about them doing it to us and the racism thing, but it's us doing it to us now.
Damn!
And that's what I want to have come to an end.
If you want to know what racism is, you got to come to Mississippi. There is no way around it. And the Mississippi Delta in particular, because when you look at the state, this state is cut up into like 4 pieces, and every section is different. When you go to the coast, it's a difference. It's a different population down there. Yeah, white people control it, but it's a different energy and vibe down there. When you come to the Delta, it's like the life is sucked out of you, because the thing about it is the Delta was thriving. Greenville being the queen city at one time. Everybody wanted to come to Greenville when I was coming up. I'm talking about from miles around. Greenville was the place to come to.
Nelson Street.
Nelson Street. What we consider our historic Black Wall Street. On the Blues Trail. There were so many blues artists and entertainers to come through this area. Everybody, look, I'm a truck driver. Do you know I've been places on the road in a truck and people would see Greenville, Mississippi on the side of that truck? I could be in Texas, I could be in Carolina, and they'd be like, "You from Greenville, Mississippi?" I'd be like, "Yeah, that Delta down there, what y'all know about Nelson Street?" These are people I don't even know. This is how popular Greenville is. I tell people all the time when I come back to town, I'm like, man, y'all trying to get out of here, but people love Greenville. People that don't live here love this city. Malik Hayru.
That shit crazy.
State commander for the Elmer Geronimo Pratt Gun Club, chief facilitator for Red, Black, and Greenville, a member of the Black Liberation Movement Mississippi, Mississippi on the Move, and I'm also a member of the local chapter of the NAACP Washington County, headed by my sister, Tasha Parker, Black Power.
Wow.
Anytime you deprive a people of the resources that they need to survive, sustain themselves, then violence ensues.
Yeah, he's right.
And not only does the violence ensue, but law enforcement, the court system, all these people in the legal justice system, they make money off of crime and violence.
Oh.
See, if you studied the history of this country, you would know that this country is broke, it's on its belly. So law enforcement, the private prison industry, these are money makers. So when you fuel the violence amongst these young brothers, you feel the jail cells, you feel the prisons, you feel the courtrooms,
which is money.
You feel the pockets of the people who work in those systems.
And talk to me about your story. Was you once in the streets?
I was once in the streets. As a young teenager, I did some things that could have gotten me some time in prison.
So can you see why this generation is jumping off the porch so young? Can you relate to what's happening?
I can relate. I can definitely relate. Because this generation that you see today is nothing but a product of my generation.
Damn!
See, the gangster rap era, the crack selling era. You see, the 90s, we produced this generation that you see out here today. A lot of this young brother say he's 24 years old. A lot of these brothers are 24, 30 years old. I have children 30, 31 years old. I had them in the mid-90s, early 90s. So we produce what you see out here today.
Yeah.
But you have brothers who are reluctant to come back to the streets and try to put some life back in the streets when they was out here at one time dealing death. Because I was one of those people. You know, I did some things. Like I said, it could have got me some time, but I also had an older brother who was doing a 26-year bid as a reminder to myself that that's where I could be. And a lot of these young brothers don't have an example like that to where they could get the inside information on, man, you don't want to be in this box. But these people who literally treat you like animals.
Damn,
bitch, I got problems on problems
I ain't
on
gonna lie, OG right there just spit some real game, y'all. That was some real shit he just spit, bro. I'm shocked. I ain't even gonna lie.
Problems on problems on problems
Oh,
on
they in the
my
gym.
through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling.
Well, yeah.
JJ the
I'm
trainer.
Jonathan Bounds. Appreciate you, man, for having me. This is my facility, J Area
Oh, he got his
Fitness.
own gym.
JJ the Trainer, known as JJ the Trainer. So yeah, talk to me.
I'm here obviously doing a documentary on Jackson, purely because I've heard it's one of the most murderous cities in the whole of America. With that in mind, I guess, did you ever, did your life, do you reckon you could have ever gone down a different path? And if so, why didn't it?
So, speaking on that behalf, I grew up in Mississippi, not Jackson, Mississippi, but the smaller version of Mississippi, Grenada, Mississippi. And the street that I stayed on was pretty much a lot of, a lot of killing, drugs related, and I seen a lot. How older brothers that was involved in a lot of different things, and I happened to be up behind them and seen a lot. And of course, I'm taking in a lot myself, as in, okay, the do's and don'ts. I watched a lot of negative things, I watched a lot of positive things, and I just learned as I grew up. Like, I'm a very smart, intelligent young man. I know exactly what I want to do and who I want to be when I grow up and whatnot. And that wasn't one of them. Seen it, didn't like it, never really tried to even see that I like it. I just knew that's not what I want to be. So, but me seeing it, everybody don't think like me. So for a guy like me that actually thought like that, I could actually talk to a lot of kids asking what I do now. I do a lot of talking to the community right now, especially to the younger crew. And, I tell them about school, my career in fitness, that you really can become your boss. You can become a boss in anything you put your mind to.
Oh, God.
If God favor you, you have nothing to worry about. Everybody not highly favored. Everything's just gonna fall in people's hands as easy. But if you pray about it, ask God, God will lead your way.
What would you say to the next generation? Because millions of people are going to see this video.
I'm finna tell you what to say. Get you some money.
They stay out the whole ass
Fuck out the way. You hear me?
Stay up out the
Get
way.
you some
Oh, God.
money.
Get you some of this
Get
shit
the
here.
fuck out the way.
If you ain't ready for the streets, don't jump out the pool. I'm putting
God.
it like this. If you not ready for these streets, what they doing in these streets? Man, stay on the porch, man. Stay on that motherfucking porch.
Jump out the pool, but jump into some good shit.
Yeah,
Right.
jump into some positive
Jump.
shit. Stop
God.
jump into some positive shit.
Hey,
Get you a job, you feel me?
This shit
you a
possible
job.
though.
But then you guys want a job.
That's a good question.
I work 8 hours, bro.
Non-stop.
He said he worked.
24.
Oh, he worked 8
I
hours.
work a 12-hour shift, bro.
Down there.
Oh, they work jobs.
Really 16.
Did you work for?
We really don't get no
I work for the
3
chicken
hours
boy.
sleep.
Work for myself.
I work for the chicken boy.
Entrepreneur shit.
For real.
You wanna work for the chicken boy?
Just tap in.
It seems like good
What?
wage.
Just tap in.
Good way.
Yeah. Not no bad way, no good way, positive way.
This shit clean, you hear
Nothing
me?
negative.
How do I join? How do I
You
get a
gotta
job?
give me some Supreme.
Some Supreme.
Look on their feet.
I went Supreme Quarter World with Supreme.
Ah,
There's some red
okay,
shit
okay.
going on. I got 93, one premium, nigga. I got an
That's
X on at home.
all.
I turned 9th Street to
To
a
a
Wingstop.
Wingstop.
This a restaurant, dog.
zone.
Nigga, why you think I'm chicken got a 4P chiller with
The
brother
best
something on me? I been sharing some hard narcotic
What
units.
the hell did this just turn into?
I'm
I'm lost.
This
might
is
should've
really
said that.
going
They weird. I'm
Don't
dead.
jump off that. I was just finna say, 'cause I got a son now, so to the younger generation, don't, like he just said, don't jump off that motherfucker.
And bro, when you had your son, did that change your mindset on the streets?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I gotta be there for him. I ain't had no problem. Like, nigga went there, you feel me? I had my big brother. This is my real brother, my mama's son. So and a couple guys that I looked up to, but other than that, you feel me? Like, I know how this shit can lead to so many ways. Like my two partners that I first jumped out the porch with, Well, let me not say the exact two, because they weren't the only guys I jumped out the pool with, but they died. You feel me? Young. Both of them killed, gun violence. You feel me? Like that. That shit be real out here.
Damn.
Man, if you ain't gotta do this shit, don't do it. This shit ain't fun. You
Oh,
feel me?
God.
This shit ain't no fun, man. If you on the porch,
Hey,
stay.
man, get your motherfucking armpit off the... Like, bro, get your armpit out the camera, gang. Like, what the...
This shit don't do it. This shit ain't fun. You feel me?
He just sit
This
there.
shit ain't no fun, man. If you
What
on the
the
porch,
hell?
stay on them. Go back in the house. Matter of fact, don't even be on the porch. Go back in the house.
Go back in the house.
Yeah, this shit by force, not choice. You feel me? We ain't have no other choice. You got a choice, man. Make the right one. You feel me?
For real. And before I finish, millions of people potentially might watch this.
She
So I guess this is a
crying.
chance to
Oh, no,
speak
she
to
not.
millions of 15 to 16-year-olds directly. So what would you say to them who are now considering jumping off the porch?
Don't do it. better not do
There's
it.
so much more
Oh, God.
to life than killing and gangs. You were born with a purpose.
We all,
God has created you to be gods among men. Find a community, not a hood. Find a community of people who genuinely care and want to see you grow. And I promise you, you'll think twice. When you know who you are as a person and who God has created you to be, I bet you would think twice about killing a brother or a sister that looks like you.
Damn, that
is
hit
so
different.
powerful.
That hit
I want to give you
different.
a hug.
Hey, so I need a hug after that. Oh, God.
Two roads, jail or, jail.
And I ain't gonna lie. I want to put some emphasis on this. I agree with her, bro. We all here for a purpose, gang, but it's up to you to figure out what that purpose is. It's up to you. And my honest opinion, gang, y'all, our purpose is the thing that we scared to do the most, that we don't nobody know that we don't want nobody to know that we want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's where I really feel like our purpose is. And you have to step out your comfort zone bad to get there. You feel what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. But we all do got a purpose, though, on God.
Jail or a cemetery. You take your pick. It ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a trade. Do something, man. It's not, the streets ain't worth it, bro. Everybody needs counseling, but they don't even know it. It's trauma. All of us have post-traumatic stress. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. And peer pressure. If your friend keeps coming up to you, asking you, man, come on, let's go do this. Let's go do this. After a while, he's going to get up and do it.
Yeah.
Trouble is easy to get into, but hard to get out, man, And that's the way they live here.
Unc, what would you say to the next generation now who are jumping off the porch? What advice would you give to them?
Don't jump off the porch. Stay up there. Learn something. Go
Learn
to school.
something.
These days, you see kids now, they just like this here.
Right.
Yeah.
For real?
On the phone. Everybody.
Right.
On the phone.
I ain't gonna lie though, no, OG. You low key out of your era. You don't know nothing about the phone. You can make a lot of money. But one of these motherfuckers, you feel what I'm saying? You can learn a lot of things with this thing too, bro. And I'm gonna put some more emphasis on this too, gang. When they say learn some, I hope they not talking about math, science, ELA, social studies, this and that. No, learn a skill, gang. Like a skill, like they said, a trade. A trade is cool to learn. Learn a high income skill. Learn sales. Learn marketing. Learn how to day trade, crypto, content monetization, music, coding, graphic designing, anything, bro. Producing music, filmmaking, anything you interested in. Learn that shit, and you can learn it off this phone, gang. And you can learn how to do it all off this phone, and you can literally go get, which a lot of people don't want to do, a job off this cell phone, gang. Like, people don't get me wrong. Now you can sit there, post videos all day and get paid, gang. I'm just saying, bro. But he don't understand. He older. He an OG. So a lot of the older people don't understand. But the phone is powerful if you use it the right way. Now, if you just sitting there scrolling on TikTok all day, YouTube all day, you wasting your time, gang. Instead of consuming, learn how to produce something. And I promise you're going to be on top of the map if you stay consistent and disciplined with it, gang. Like, real talk.
Just slow down. Don't rush. I ain't like, this shit gonna be here. If you wanna wait, like, that shit gonna be here. The street gonna always be there.
Oh, God.
Go try so much other shit out here that these young niggas can do. But they don't know, like, even the grown niggas grown that ain't never left the city, ain't never left their neighborhood around. You feel me? Like, there's so much shit that in this world that they can go do and see, man, to get their mind off of this shit. But niggas can't even, like, And most niggas don't have the funds to leave this motherfucker to go travel or
that's true.
Go try to do like what we doing.
What would you say to some? What would you say to
gotta get to work
yourself if you could go back 20 years in time? What would you do differently?
20 years in time. How old is he?
Yeah. I ain't even know. Bro, I went to college and graduated and all kind of shit. I ain't doing shit different. I'm doing what I want to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
And on the back of that, then, what would you say is the best memory of your life, bro?
And shit, I had the best memory of my life every morning, waking up every morning, be able to go back and go to sleep and I ain't dead. You feel me?
Best by the most high.
I take this shit day by day, bro. Like, take the good with the good and the bad with the bad, my nigga. So I ain't like, then I ain't the type of person that just dwell on shit. So I put the good in this section and the bad in this section and keep going, you feel me?
Yup.
I like to strongly advise the next generation to seek knowledge of self, who they really are.
Yes, bro.
Because they not savages, they not beasts. You know, they not all these things, these demonic things that they like to tag themselves with. They come from a cultured people. See, this country has manufactured a culture for us.
Yep.
What we see out here today, this drill rap, murder rap, this slut rap culture. They manufacturing this because, like I said, the establishment makes money off of this. But we have a true culture, a real culture as black people. And I feel like, and that's what helped me, because I started to study the teachings of the Elijah Muhammad at 14 years old.
Oh, okay.
Even though I was studying the teachings, I still had one foot in the street, but it was the teachings that also gave me that, you know, that balance. It gave me that margin to where I knew, okay, along with my parents, you can only go so far. But I had one foot in the street as well. So I feel like that knowledge of self is one of the things that helped me.
Damn,
if you do this here, day and night, I don't care what you go through.
Oh,
your life is gonna be all right.
Pray.
King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
I want to say it was a pleasure to meet you.
It was a pleasure to meet you too.
I mean,
bro.
that's true, but then it's not true at the same time. You have to pray, but praying is 80%. My thinking is praying is 80%. 20 or 50 or 80 to 50%. The other percentage is you putting in the work and obtaining your goals and obtaining your dreams, and you just going every single day. And like you got to, you can't just pray it's gonna happen. Don't work like that.
And hey, I hadn't been up here no more about 10 minutes, but I knew.
So one thing I'm seeing in these
That shit
comments
crazy.
is that they're savages, and it's sad that these people are getting killed. And I agree massively, like that it is very savage-like. Murdering is not cool for any reason.
Hell no.
But with that being said, I guess none of us have stepped in their lives or in their shoes. So I feel like when people judge these people saying stop the violence, stop killing people, I think maybe ask yourself what you would do if someone killed your mum.
Ooh! On God, it's get back. I ain't even gonna lie. You got me fucked up. If somebody do that to me, gang. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. That's what happens when you grow up in the hood, though. And a lot of people do not understand that shit. They think we all mentally messed up, which a lot of us is. They think we savages. We like doing this. We like doing, man. Everybody's trying to survive in the trenches, gang. And some of them is too young to do the things that they wish they could do. Most people has lack of knowledge and they don't even know what they want to do. And some people just, I don't know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot in the trenches, gang. And it's very complicated. But in reality, it's really not complicated because if you just got a job with the work, you'll be fine. But I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all want to feel about this video, man. Everybody in the trenches, man. I pray for all y'all. Y'all all stay up out the way, man. Like I said, bro. Consume or produce more than you consume, gang. Learn yourself. Knowledge is the key to success. Pray. You feel what I'm saying? And put your effort into this every single day to go greater. God, man. Y'all stay safe out here, man.